All right, give yourself a round of applause for being here today. That was my clicker. So today we're going to be talking about maximizing lead generations and strategies for generating large volume of business leads. So who am I? My name is Mark Lizada. I'm the founder of Event Industry Expo. I'm also the marketing guy who gets everybody here, supposed to. RevoSpin, that's one of our companies here. In fact, it's not just RevoSpin, it's Boardable Mirror booth, Amaze booth, Sky 360, and other, probably like 50% of this show. So that's what I do. I do a lot. So today I'm going to teach you exactly how what I did for marketing. And the past 2 years, I think we generated over 8 figures worth of business. To be exact, probably about $30 million. Okay, so let me show you how we did this and how we put this all together. So a little bit about my journey. I joined the United States Navy in 1998. Then I went to Kaiser Permanente, worked there for 10 years as a pharmacy technician. Also taught in some post-secondary colleges. Then I started building websites for customers. And then I started my own photo booth business. So from that point, I was like, I got stuck working a 9 to 5. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was capped, of where I wanted to be. I couldn't earn any more money. So I decided to go an entrepreneur. And that was the business route I took. So ever since then, it started to flourish. I got Fire Booth, Portable Mirror Booth. We got Top Lighting over there, RevoSpin, Boothify. We also make websites for all of our customers. We do booking CRM, which is called Bookmazing. We have a sign company right there, Adept Signs. Then I started getting into apps last year. We started building an app, which is now a 6-figure app. And then we got Amaze Booth software for the photo booth application. And then we started about over a year ago. We started Event Industry Expo. So now you guys are here, right? Then also got into a Toro Tax franchise. I don't know if you guys heard about that. They're all over Vegas. So I have one of those off of Eastern, somewhere over there. And then I also started a SaaS company called Lead Metrics a couple months ago. So I help people generate leads for their business, okay? So basically, he's going to be an overview of what I'm going to be talking about today. It's you want to create a power offer, right? So that's very important, and we'll get into that. Then you want to define your ideal client avatar. And then we're going to discuss the power of paid ads. We're going to dive into Facebook ads, and we're also going to dive into Google ads. And then lead generation and conversions. And then also using a funnel as a landing page. Like Tariq said from the last speech, like if you don't have a funnel, you're missing out. I think a number of speakers have said that in the past. A funnel is very, very, very important in your business if you want to generate leads, okay? So it's not just like, we're just saying it. It's actually true. Okay, so power offer, what do we all have in common? Like all of us? Service, okay. All of us have in common, it's time, it's the currency of time. So if you have that concept in mind, then you know what I'm talking about. So concept of time as a currency in marketing, achieve success for both yourself and your clients by prioritizing their most crucial and currency and valuable asset is time. And we'll talk about more about this. If you master this skill set of advertising time as a commodity, you'll be generating a lot of leads, okay? So let's go over some examples. It says that when it comes to demand generation, time serves as both time universal value and the universal solution for almost every offer. So super, super important. By prioritizing time as a solution to your business challenges, nearly all other alternatives become irrelevant. So urgency is the tool that we use to extract time's value and currency. What do I mean by that? So like if you land on my landing page, I'm going to sell you something in my headline that says, hey, yes, limited time offer to buy this product, or I'm going to put a countdown on my website to make you guys take action, right? So if you guys don't have that, nobody's going to take action when they land on your website. So every message that you say has to be incorporated in time. You guys understand what I'm talking about? So, like if I'm advertising on Facebook, I say limited time offer or get this now or hurry up, you know, simple phrases like that. It's those little phrases is gonna get you people to start clicking on your website, and everybody needs leads, right? How many leads did you guys get today on your business? Today, since how many? 3? Today when I woke up, I probably have 50 leads in my inbox. My salespeople are answering them, you know, and that usually accumulates 150 leads in a day. And that's throughout all the businesses. Why? Because I use this method. All right, understanding the importance of incorporating time urgency when our power offers subconsciously and motivates actions. It prompts considerations and prompts results. Time is valued by everyone. The higher end clients often value even more. And when implemented effectively, it instantly conveys perceived value and establishes you as a solution as an authority. All right, how do we incorporate urgency effectively? It clearly communicates the benefits and advantages of taking immediate action, okay? Again, we'll go over some examples, let's see. So I'm not gonna go over all of them. It's just some examples. Limited time offer, get 50% of all products for the next 24 hours. See, I do a lot of e-commerce stuff when I'm advertising all these other products. And these are some of the examples that I use on my headlines. Act now and secure your spot in our exclusive webinar happening this week only. Last chance to save. Sale ends at midnight. You see the concept here? I'm using time to sell my products because everybody has it. Limited quantities left, grab it before they're gone. Everything has to do with time. And what about the event business entry? So I created some of these, for example, for you guys. This is book your dream event. Venue now and secure your date before it's gone. Limited availability. Reserve your event rental equipment today. Guaranteed availability. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that. You guys can use that for your business. Okay. All right, here are some examples of real estate and how I use the time as a currency. So right after my ad, I'm still using time. And when they're clicking on the website, guys, I put a timer over here. This sale ends. So if you don't take advantage of it, you're gonna miss out, right? So if you guys don't have that in your landing page, some kind of time where they can't take action, then nobody's gonna do anything. Because you'll be like, oh, this sale's gonna last forever, right? Like, you have to put this stuff on here on your website. It's like, a lot of people talk about that. Urgency, guys, right? Here's one for Event Industry Expo. There's another timer over here. Also, don't miss out. See how that works? You guys landed on that landing page. You guys took action to be here. And next, we're going to talk about your ideal client avatar. And this is important because if you don't know who you're marketing to, it's going to be hard to get your message across. So you have to focus on who your ideal customer is and really, really think about it. Because I say here, and I have a worksheet that I go through, and you guys are going to have it on this presentation. You have to break your customer down. Do you guys have a worksheet you guys work with defining your customer? Does anybody do that? No? You guys sit down, your homework after you leave this expo is to fill out this client avatar worksheet that I'm going to give you and really, really focus on who your customer is, okay? Understanding your ideal customer at a deeper level can make your marketing strategies more effective and targeted, which can lead to better engagement, conversion rates, and ultimately increased sales. So what is a customer avatar? Customer avatar is also known as a buyer persona. It's a detailed description of your ideal customer. This goes beyond simple demographics and data, delves into behaviors, motivations, and pain points. So why do we need this? So basically, you're just breaking down who your ideal customer is, what's age, who do they look like, what do they smell like, what do they like to do, what websites to visit, how many kids do they have. You know, if you know that in detail, you can target those people on Facebook. You can target all of that. Like, what magazines do they like? All of this stuff is available. See, Facebook is a huge data collecting company, and they have all this information about your customer. So it's up to you to define your customer and put that into Facebook. And once you know that information, it becomes very, 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 very powerful because now you are targeting the exact customer who you want for them to buy from you, right? Does anybody do Facebook marketing in here? Anybody? Yeah? You guys do pretty good at it? Kinda? Yeah? Yeah, this is what you guys need to do right here. Facebook, defining your avatar and using that in Facebook. And we'll go over some of that. So, how to create a customer avatar. So, involves several steps. We need to identify the demographics, psychographics, challenges, and goals, and where they get information. The steps help to us to gain understanding about our ideal customers. Okay, so here is a worksheet that I put together for you guys. So goals and values, change challenges and pain points, sources of information, what kind of books do they like, blogs, conferences, who do they follow as gurus, what is their occupation, age. So what you want to do is put your company name down here on the top, and whatever services that you have, you're going to put a slash and put put your services there. So for example, if you are like renting bounce houses, like you have a special package for that or a service, you would put that and buy it and do a separate customer avatar worksheet for each of those services so you know exactly who you want to target. Okay? And you guys can download this worksheet. It's available on Canva, and you guys can go ahead and work on that. Let me know when you guys are ready. I'll go to the next slide after you download that sheet. All right, so crafting a targeted marketing message. Once you have a detailed customer avatar, you can target messages that resonate with your ideal customers. This also helps create personal connection and shows your audience that you understand and meet their needs. Some examples. So I filled out top part of that, and it's gonna had it made bigger. So it's RevoSpin, and one of our packages, the iPad Photo Booth Starter Package. And we're targeting marketing message aimed to a customer interested in purchasing an iPad Photo Booth Starter Package to initiate a photo booth venture. The ideal customer is 35 years old, man who enjoys photography and seeks additional income, earning an annual salary of $55,000. So that's what I'm thinking, like, who's going to buy this, right? And here's some examples of what my message would say to that person, right? So and this would be like probably in the text of your ad, you know, the main copy of your ad. Why wait to pursue your passion in photography? Take the first steps with our iPad Photo Booth Starter Package and start your profitable venture. In no time, transfer your interest into income today. So once I put that buyer persona in my targeting audience, I'm also sending them a message just like this. Does that make sense? So a lot of stuff to go over, but you guys will get the gist of it. You guys have to practice and keep practicing, and you guys will get it. See, I stay up to 4 in the morning every single day studying this stuff. I don't know anybody else that does that. So leveraging your customer avatar. Creating a customer avatar isn't just theoretical exercise. It's a practical tool that can guide you to marketing strategies, help you connect with your audience, and ultimately drive your business growth. It's time to start understanding your customers on a deeper level and making most of your marketing efforts. Next, we're going to dive into the power of paid ads, okay? So we have Facebook and Google ads. The Facebook ads overview is a powerful tool that I use. I've been using it for a while. I really dove deep in it about 5 years ago, and I just really concentrated on Facebook, and ever since then, I've learned the strategy of just really moving people in the right direction, because it can really go viral. Some of your ads, if you don't believe me, it can like take off like crazy, and it's happened to us repeatedly. So, and this is what I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Building an effective Facebook campaign. So here's some Facebook examples that I've used for this event industry expo. I created some images here and videos, and you guys can do that easily on Canva. This model here, I got her from Fiverr, and then I just green screened her out and put her on her background. So, but the marketing message behind that, I wrote that. I wrote all of that, and it had to do with time, again. So it all incorporates into these messages. So that's what it looks like after I put it together. And it's cool to have this little box here because that's like a new thing. You see that in every ad. So if you see something trending, try to copy it. I don't know if you can see this, but so this is a headline, has to do with time. This is what the ad looks like. It's kind of, can't really see it. And then you have the primary text right there. You add that onto your ad. And then here's the campaign level. So this EIX, I only did 2 campaigns. I did a campaign for my ads, and then also did a retargeting campaign. Anybody use retargeting in their ads? Does anybody do retargeting? No? You guys should do retargeting. It's very simple to set up, and every business needs to have retargeting. And I'll tell you why. So this is the ad set level. I have 6 campaigns running for this, and they're all different. I'm targeting different locations. I'm targeting different industries. And every ad has a different message because it's targeting that industry or it's targeting that location, right? So you guys have to break it down just like this. Now, if you know who you're going to target based on your customer avatar, then you have to go do it this way, okay? So now we're going into the ads level. So this is one example. I clicked on one of these ads, and now I have actually 4 ads running at the same time, and each of those have different messages. Before we get into the next part of retargeting, has anybody heard of the marketing rule of 7? Yeah? So basically what it means is it takes 7 impressions for anyone to really interact with your brand. Because even just to click on anything on your website, it takes 7 times at least. And this is like proven through, I think it came out like 1928, like movie thing, but it takes 7 times for anybody to interact with your brand. And that's important because when I talk about retargeting, when they land on your website, it tracks a pixel on their website, and then the next time they bounce off or they're doing something else on Google or Facebook, those pixel retargeting will send them a different message based on whatever you want to say, and that's important because it just implements it on their mind, like, hey, you know, this guy's, you know, this company, it's ingrained. You know what I mean? I saw it 7 times, so you're not going to forget about it, right? So if you do it well enough, then you'll get a lot of copycatters on Alibaba. So if you type in RevoSpin, then it's all over, right? They saw how powerful the message was, and they started copying all of us. So that's not even our companies. That's competitors all across the world. And that's how powerful a brand can be. If you do the marketing rule of 7 effectively, so that's not even our product, and they copied exactly what I said right here. So we're going to talk about Facebook Pixel for retargeting. So Facebook Pixel is a valuable tool for retargeting. It's a piece of code placed on your website that allows you to track visitors and retarget them for specific ads on Facebook, enhancing your conversion opportunities. So if you guys don't know how to do it, there's a bunch of videos on the Facebook.com, or you can even YouTube it, how to set this up. So the campaign budget, you can be very small, like $5 to $10 a day. But as long as you implement this, people landing on your website, you have another chance of getting them, okay? Here's some Facebook ads examples at the campaign level. And then the ad set level, it's a very simple campaign for this business, right? And then I have 2 messages here that are 2 different messages that we recorded, and then with different copy that message directly for the people bouncing off the website, like, hey, like, come check out the event, right? All right, so when you create an audience for this, retargeting, this is very important. You can't just like, hey, I'm gonna set up a retargeting pixel and not create my audience. So what does this mean? So all of these here, if you go to audience, right here in the top left, you have to create an audience and like people who viewed your page in the last 180 days, you have to create that audience and put it on here. People who visited your website in the last 360 days, you want to put that on here. If you have a list of customers that have you interacted with and you have their email, their phone number, and their name, put them on here. You can create a list for that. And people who visited your Instagram account, you can put that on here too, up to 180 days. If you create all these people visiting all your social profiles and on your website, you can put them all in one audience and then use them in an ad. And that's called the retargeting. And that's exactly what I use to apply the marketing rule of 7. Okay? Here's a Facebook ad example at the audience level. Okay, so we're going to dive into Google Ads. Google Ads is another robust platform that business reach customers. And for this business, I'm just using Event Industry Expo. I didn't really concentrate on Google Ads as much. This is more for awareness for me. But in certain businesses, I do it more robust. I'll use the expert mode, and I'll dive into more conversions and retargeting and stuff like that. But for this business, I did really simple. Anybody use Google Ads for their business? Is it working well for you guys? Yeah? Do you guys use expert mode or use like this real simple one? Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, it get confusing. So there's a expert mode and there's like a real easy mode, that you can use. But you have to use Google. And what I like about Google, especially because I used to do a lot of photo booth rentals and back in the day, and I would only target certain locations up to a certain mile radius. And then also, I don't advertise every single day. I only advertise Monday to Thursday, 9 to 5. Why? Because the key decision makers are up at that time. When I notice if I advertise after 5 and then going into like 12 o'clock at night, nobody's going to click on my stuff. And then by the time they wake up, they're going to forget about you, right? And I also don't do it on the weekends. Why? Because a lot of people call me and it's like, I want a last minute event. I was like, I can't do that. It's like, I need like a week in advance to prepare, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So if you schedule your ads at a certain time, then you're going to save a lot more money. You really focus on your ads, right? So don't go to Google and say, hey, just advertise my thing for like 24 hours a day. You're just wasting money. All right. So Google ad example, this is an ad that I have for EIX. Very simple ad. I just use, this is how much we spent, $3,172. This is just a basic, it's not the expert one. So these are some of the keywords that we're targeting. So actually Google, when you set up your Google Ads, they don't let you pick your keywords right away. So you have to actually go back there like in another week or so and be like, hey, why, like you'll see some weird keywords there that you'll spend money on. I'm like, why am I spending money on that? Make sure you add that as a negative keyword. So that's very important, because otherwise you're going to be spending your budget on stuff that doesn't relate to your business. Like I think all of these relate to event industry. So yeah, I keep most of them on there. And if you don't, you make sure negative keywords are very, very important. So this is again, switch to expert mode or smart mode. I think for this campaign, I did the smart mode. So if anybody does expert mode, that's a whole another presentation. Okay, Google ads versus Facebook ads. So the difference between them is Facebook is like very, 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 very targeted. You can get a message across easily. You can customize all your videos on there. With Google ads, it's just basically like, hey, I can target location and I can put on pixels as well. But personally, I used to use Facebook ads. At first, I didn't think it works, but then when I really dove into it, I was like, this is very, very, very powerful. All right. The power of paid ads, leveraging for business growth. In conclusion, both Facebook ads and Google ads are powerful mechanisms to target your audience effectively, helping driving traffic, conversions, and ultimately revenue. Understanding their distinct strengths can allow you to leverage these platforms optimally for your business growth. And next, we're going to talk about lead generation and conversions. So you're not just generating leads, you have to convert them, right? So not a lot of people talk about conversions because it's really boring. So we're going to be talking about some of that. What are conversions in digital marketing? A conversion occurs when a visitor goes to your website, completes a desired action. This could be making a purchase, signing up for a newsletter, downloading a report, or any action that moves them further down the sales funnel. The types of conversions, depending on your business goals, some common types include sales conversions, lead conversions, click-through conversions. Each serves a specific purpose in your marketing strategy. Okay, so this is an example of a conversion example for e-commerce. Like if somebody goes to our Shopify website, then I'm recording a conversion for every purchase, right? I'm converting a conversion for every add to cart, and all of those things matter because when you're creating another audience, we're like, hey, you can remarket to those guys. So everybody who abandoned the cart, I can take that information and just say, hey, let's remarket to those guys if I build another audience and say, why did you abandon the cart? That's powerful. You're sending them another message to the same people that just left your website because they're like, hey, I just want to check out the price. And matter of fact, I'm not going to even buy it. I'm just going to click off the page and I'm going to go back on Facebook. Well, because of my ad, why did you abandon the cart? And then you send them an offer. Like, here's the 20% discount code so you guys can buy. That's a powerful message. All right, so service providers, like is another example that for other businesses, right? Like you use this on contact forms. If they completed the form, you can track that conversion. Any phone calls, you can track that conversion. So how can I use these metrics for my business? You can, and on Facebook, you can create lookalike audience pages based on purchases, right? So if you guys sell anything online, I think Facebook allows you to record, you have to record 100 purchases in order to target those same people. So you have to go hard on the marketing, record 100 purchases, and then Facebook will say, hey, you're allowed to remarket these guys who purchased. And that's super, super powerful because if you guys have a shopping cart on your website, it's like hey, you're telling Facebook robot that basically say, hey, I'm going to go target all these guys who just bought, just looks like exactly like them, and they're going to go scout the whole entire United States. These AI robots, right, that Facebook has, and they're going to send them all to your website. Super, super powerful. You can create millions doing that, right? So if you record purchases, do this. Record for purchases and retarget those guys. You know what I mean? Did anybody run like a shopping cart, Shopify or anything like that? Nothing? Okay. All right, so lookalike audiences. And you can even do that on your regular website, right? So like if you have a booking process and they completed the booking form, that's the same thing as a purchase, right? So you can target the same people. All right. So we can take it a step further and like recover leads. So like what I said about abandoning carts, you can tell them, you know, right when you get an abandoned cart, like for our business, right? So if they abandon our cart for like RevoSpin or something like that, guess what? I'm taking that information, it goes to a funnel, and all my salespeople get it. We're like, hey, this person abandoned cart. What do I do next? I'm going to call, text, and email them right when they abandon the cart. Super powerful. Imagine you getting a call from Amazon after you abandon the cart. Hey, why did you abandon your cart? That'd probably be annoying, right? But we're selling high-ticket items here. So if they're abandoning a $5,000 order, guess what? I'm going to call you in 2 minutes. It's like, hey, what changed your mind? I wrote down a sales pitch, you know, for all my salespeople. All right, so what are we learning here? Craft engaging ads, target the right audience, and create persuasive landing pages, also known as a funnel, and we're going to get into that next. The bottom line, the ultimate aim of your paid ad initiatives should be tangible outcomes, your phone buzzing with calls, a steady stream of leads to your inbox, and a noticeable increase in your bank balance. If these results are not materializing, it's imperative to revisit and overhaul your entire process, as there's likely a disruption somewhere in the chain. So if this is not working for you, you need to go back to the drawing board and redo everything again until your phone starts ringing or you see leads in your inbox. And your whole method of thinking is to be like, I need to hear my phone ringing constantly My phone should be filled up with leads every single day. And you can do this with any business. So using the funnel as a landing page is the last step that we're going to talk about. Marketing funnel is very, very, very important. How many of you guys use ClickFunnels? Anybody? ClickFunnels in your business? So a funnel is different from a website, right? So if you land on your website, there's all kinds of buttons, very distracting. Home page, contact page, pricing page, about us, all that. And then you go scroll down your website, and there's just so much to get distracted from. What does the funnel do? What buttons do they have on the funnel? Anybody know? No contact, nothing. It's like you land on there, and there's basically a call to action, and there's multiple call to action. They're all the same. So it's basically like you have one thing to do. Click on one button. That's it, right? So if you have that, their focus is so laser focused that you're gonna get the lead. There's no matter what. They're not clicking on about or contact us, nothing. It's like boom, click the next step, and you want to get them to click. You can have multiple funnels, steps in your funnel, and just keep having to click, because when you keep doing this, it's like, oh, click, 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 and by the time they're on the buy, you're gonna click again and be like, okay, I'm so used to clicking, I'm gonna click the buy, or I'm gonna click to give you my information, right? It's all like psychology. All right, so what is the marketing funnel? Marketing funnel is a model that represents the journey of a customer from the initial point of contact, your brand awareness to the final stage of marketing purchase. So this is an example of here: awareness, interest, decision, and then action. So process of marketing funnels, like we make a Facebook ad, they land on the page, and then we convert them, right, to sales. For Google Ads, run an ad, send it to a landing page, convert them, record the conversions. Say if you have influencers, social posts, landing page, record the conversion, right? So this is an example of what I use to write an ad for EIX. I use the ADA framework, which is attention, interest, and desired action. And you can get this ADA framework AI, I think Jasper.ai I use. So you can literally, what I did is I literally copied this information here on the website, and I implemented it on Jasper, and it gave me this, right? So copied that thing, put it on here, and then boom, gave me this whole entire thing. And this is what I use in the video. I sent this text to the video, sent it to somebody on Fiverr, says they can just literally repeat it, right? And that I use that in the video. Okay, so you guys can do this for your own business. Use the ADA framework because it pushes them to do a desired action on your website. So I'm using videos on my landing page. I'm also using text. Very, very useful things to get them to push to buy or to book with you, right? So here for EIX, I'm actually using a two-step funnel. There's nothing here except for this one thing here. It's just put your contact information. This is for exhibitors. So nothing that's distracting. You can play a video. What do you do next? Put in your contact information. That's all it's telling you to do. And then after that, you get your exhibitor prospectus, and then you get to download the whatever we have, your application, sponsorship opportunities, whatever. So what happens after that? So after we get that information, I zap that information to Gmail, which I have standby salespeople contacted them really fast. So this is what happens. I zap the lead after they fill out the information. I zap it to Gmail, so new lead from whatever, and then hooray, you have a new lead. That's why I made this little form. So like on a typical day when I'm advertising, probably get like 10 to 15 exhibitor leads in a day, depending on what the budget is. And then this is what it looks like. And somebody's on standby. It's an alert on their phone. Be like, hey, I got to call this lead right away. So very, very easy, right? So lead the call should be less than 2 minutes, right? So that's like my rule for our business. So if I'm dropping you guys a lead, you need to call them within less than 2 minutes, because typically what happens, depending on what kind of lead it is, they're gonna forget about it, right? Because when I'm advertising on Facebook, they're not thinking about oh, I'm gonna go to, you know, I'm looking for an expo to go to. No, it's a disruption ad, right? It's like you're disrupting their timeline. We're like, they actually saw this, like scrolling up, and they somehow caught their attention, and they're just like, I'm interested for that 1 second or that two minutes. But if you don't call them right away, this ad is not effective. So if this lead drops in your email, you need to call them real fast to close it. Anybody getting this? Right? You can make a lot of money doing this. Same process that I'm doing now. All right. So this works with any business. Any business. I ran it on tax business. I ran it on. I want to see if I do it in plumbers. You know, I want to see if I do a pool cleaning business. I don't have a pool cleaning business, but I want to see if I could generate leads for it. And I did the same exact process because I wanted to test. Is this theory right? You know, like, am I doing what's right? I tested all across different industries. All right, so conclusion. A well-designed landing page funnel can be a powerful tool in your digital marketing arsenal. This not only streamlines your visitors' journeys, but also increases your chances of converting them into leads and sales. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a free gift. Go ahead and scan that. So, aside from everything that we do, we also have built something similar to Linktree. You guys have Linktree on your like Instagram or anything? You guys use Linktree or something similar? Yeah? Okay, cool. It's basically like a mini funnel that you can put different ads and images on there. And if you put that link on your Instagram profile, you're kind of like building a mini funnel. So this is what it looks like at Event Industry Expo. Our software is called link.bio. So we put that on there. If you scan that, this right here, you can get, this will be a direct link to the website. And if you use that EIX 2023, you get 1 year free of that software, okay? The first link that I sent you is a sample of what we did for RevoSpin. And it's basically something that I made. It's like a cool little funnel that you can do on here. So, yep, that concludes my presentation. Thank you guys all for coming. Did you guys learn anything? Cool. Thank you guys.